Good afternoon. Hope you all have an amazing day. I'm coming to you here from Bangkok, Thailand. And today I want to talk to you guys about expat life. And believe it or not, I do go out occasionally here in Bangkok. Actually, I have a friend of mine that is a fellow YouTuber. And this is a gentleman that I met about 3 years ago, maybe over 3 years ago. When I first came to Bangkok to make videos about food and travel, I happened to run into him at one of the places. And so I had seen his videos and I kind of chatted up with him. And ever since, we've kind of known each other for the past 3 years. And so he invited me to this YouTube event. And what he was doing was himself and 4 other YouTubers were getting together at this Irish pub in downtown Bangkok to not only meet I guess fellow YouTubers, but also meet followers and people that follow their channels. So they're doing a presentation and he thought I might enjoy watching it. And so I went down to watch the presentation. And the presentation, you might actually know some of these YouTubers. If you follow YouTube videos on Thailand, you may have seen Bangkok Pat. He's been doing YouTube for about, I think, 5 or 6 years, and he primarily focuses on the history of Bangkok. Also, there was a Jerome with Global Travel Mate, and he's been doing YouTube also for a number of years, but he also has a real estate company. So he's been living here, I think, for like 14 years in Thailand. And also there was Adam. He is a younger YouTuber. His channel name is, I think, Keis One. It's Keis One. And he does a lot of local YouTube channel videos as well as travel videos. And I think his kind of genre of filmmaking is a lot, I think, for the younger crowd, younger than me, let's put it that way. But yeah, his channel is really good as well. And then finally, Doyle. His channel is focused on travel as well. And right now he's traveling throughout Thailand on a motorbike. So he's making videos of his traveling experience. And then, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention my friend, Serge. And his channel is Life with Serge. And he is an American, retired, moved to Thailand, and has a travel channel. He does more about, I think, just kind of random things here in Thailand, and focuses on things that he likes to do in regards to, he likes like, how do I say, classic stuff. He likes to go into like flea markets and likes to go to experience things local, you know, people would do here in Thailand. So yeah, it's a great channel as well. So yeah, I got the chance to watch the presentation. Also, I ran into some other YouTubers as well. I believe if you've followed travel channels here in Thailand, you may also know Danny and Diggy. They were there. I got to say hello and meet up with them. And a lot of also smaller channels as well, just trying to learn how to become better YouTubers. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is one thing I think when it comes to retiring and moving abroad, I know that one thing that's really can be scary is moving away from your friends. And I brought this up in my other video about maybe the reason why you may not want to retire is you're starting your life over. And especially if you're alone, because myself, I'm, you know, with my wife. So I could live here, be comfortable and happy and not have to worry about, you know, meeting anybody else. But at the same time, it's nice for me to get out and experience life and have friends outside of my relationship with my wife. So yeah, so she said, you know what, go out and have fun. So I did. But yeah, but going back to what I said earlier, you know, starting over, moving to a foreign country such as Bangkok, it can be intimidating. You have no one you know, no friends, and you wonder, how am I gonna make friends? Let alone at our age. How are we gonna make friends at our age? I think young generation, they may go to the clubs a lot, but for us, maybe we're kind of out of that stage. So this was a great opportunity for me to meet up with other expats, other YouTubers, and other people that are living here in Bangkok and kind of socialize. But the one thing to be aware of when it comes to socialization, and I guess it can also be a con too, because you have to be careful. I went out for drinks, and we went to this Irish pub in the Nana area, and that's a really popular tourist area of Bangkok. And the price of a pint of beer, I want to say, was around $10 US. Now, to me, I think that might be cheap when it comes cheaper than the US prices. But when it comes to Thailand, that can be fairly expensive. And of course, I'm drinking a foreign beer and not a local beer. So that also has to do something with it. But the reason why I bring that up in this conversation is that a lot of people that move abroad to Thailand can fall into a trap of spending money thinking it's cheaper, but living the same lifestyle they live back in the United States or whatever country they come from. And they can also get to the point where they may be spending more because they think it's cheaper. And also socialization, when you're meeting people, you end up spending more too. So not only do you have to worry about a chance and opportunity to meet people and socialize, you also have to worry about your finances. And you have to be careful when you move abroad, because even if you're, not retiring, you can run into a situation where you run out of money real quick. And especially if you're retiring and you have a limited budget, yeah, that could, your money could go really fast. Even if you have a cheap condo or, you eat these cheap food, socialization can impact your finances really fast. But the one thing I do really love about Bangkok is that it does give you a lot of opportunities to have relationships or meet people here in Bangkok. I think Bangkok probably has the best expat community I know of. And we've traveled throughout Southeast Asia before we settled on Bangkok to retire. And what we've noticed is Bangkok does have a great expat community, has a great opportunity to meet other expats, whether it be on the Facebook group, Bangkok Expat Facebook group, or whether it be like these social events that I went to for YouTube. They have also groups that they meet up for, just to meet up, like game night or trivia, or they have places people go to meet other expats. Now, I know people will say, Griff, you move to a foreign country, you should make a lot of friends locally. And to a point that may be true, but when it comes to the language barrier, whether it be me moving here to Bangkok or myself moving to Costa Rica, that became very difficult. And I would never fault anybody for not being able to make relationships with people from the local community when language is an issue. And then, of course, some people will be critics and say, well, why don't you learn the language and make friends with the locals? Yeah, if life was that easy, yeah, I probably would. But I think it's important to know that if you can't learn the language and you can't make friends with locals, you don't have to be intimidated to move abroad to Thailand, because there is such a strong expat community here. Also, it's a diverse expat community. I'm meeting people from all over the world by moving to Bangkok. And that, to me, is really a way for me to gain a lot of knowledge, perspective, also understanding the world a lot better, because you have different perspectives from all over the world. It gives me a chance to, engage. You need that mental stimulation of having conversations, having relationships. Bangkok is a wonderful area, or a wonderful city to move to meet other like-minded people like yourself that traveled to a foreign country and retired or moved abroad. Because ultimately, if you're thinking about it, even considering it, and you go on a vacation to Thailand, I would recommend talking to some expats on your visit. If you're considering at all to move to Bangkok, come visit, talk to fellow expats, and get their perspective. Now, I will do a more in-depth pros and cons of living in Bangkok or living in Thailand as an expat, but I just moved here, so I really don't have much of perspective. Only thing I know is what I've heard or what I've experienced in the last couple of months. So I'll do that video later on. But I just had a wonderful time, got a chance to engage with a lot of different expats, also fellow YouTubers, and got some more insight into Thailand life, Bangkok life. And I want to let you guys know that there is a community here, there's an expat community here. If you're thinking about moving to Thailand, this may be a great opportunity for you to kind of check it out first, talk to some people, and better educate yourself. I think the biggest thing when it comes to wanting to move abroad or retire abroad, just don't do it, you know, on a whim. That's what my advice would be. Don't do it on a whim. Know what you're getting yourself into, because I would hate for you to get here and isolate yourself and not be involved with anything, and then you regret it. And you think that was probably the worst decision you ever made when you didn't give yourself a chance. So I just want to kind of give you this information while it's fresh in my head, because I just went out this past weekend and I thought, wow, it was a fun time. I mean, the whole entire bar was just packed with expats and other people that are in the YouTube world. And I was like, wow, this is a great community. And I want to let you know that there is a wonderful expat community here in Bangkok. So if you're considering to move to Bangkok, guys, I think I can recommend it right now. Things may change over the next 6 months, a year, but right now, there is a wonderful community and I really like it. So we're having a wonderful time. But that's gonna be it for today. It's a short video, I know, but at the same time, it was a fun video to make, because I want to let you know about the expat community here in Bangkok. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the like button. Also, always feel free to make a comment. Always love to hear from you. Until next time, guys, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you back next video. Bye-bye.